Test. Alright, so I fixed it. It was that quick, man. So what it was a Firewire cable. I'm sorry, Thunderbolt cable, not Firewire. Lord have mercy, we going backwards. Thunderbolt cable accidentally pulled out of my port and was causing the issue, or whatnot. So it was hanging. It looked like it was in, but it wasn't in all the way. So it was this one little cable right here that was causing the issue. Now you can hear me crystal clear. Crazy how things work, or whatnot. And if it was a snake, it would have bit me, because literally it was hanging out. And the way the Mac is on my laptop, like this HDMI, you can see a little bit of the actual, you know what I'm saying, mill part of the brass that's going inside of the HDMI port. So when it was plugged in, it looked like it was in, but it wasn't inserted all the way. That was causing that static. So you know, that's a little AV 101. Make sure you check your cables going into your ins and your outs. All right. And I found as soon as I disconnected everything, and I still had it. I disconnected the and I was like, damn it, it has to be this right here. I thought for sure it was a digital mixer, and it wasn't. It was the cable. So god damn it. And I had some good talking points on the AI site, man. It's all good, man. I'm not really tired right now, so you know what I'm saying, we'll get back to it. But anyway, man, that was embarrassing enough, or whatnot. And it's all good. It's all good, man. Reason's probably pissed off at me right now, and I'm probably gonna have to restart it. Okay, there we go. All right, cool deal. So what we were talking about, though, we pulled the loop in from SoundRaw. I don't have the website up again, but we just took a loop and we muted all the sounds out of it, and we were left with this particular loop here. We chopped it up, and we used 3 insert effects. One is from MSX, or should I say MS12, low fly dirt, and then we have Lowfinity to give it even more of a lo-fi grit, and then we gave it a little bit of delay on the insert and everything like that. So I don't want to go through that whole process again. I kind of want to start what I finished. That's the type of person I am. If I'm gonna talk shit, I'm gonna back it up. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So I talked all this shit, and I'm gonna have to finish it. All right. So what we were doing before we got rudely interrupted by that staticky noise and stuff like that, we was adding drums to this. Now this sounds a whole lot better. So we added those drums in there just to kind of get a feel, and then we was looking for a bass sound. Oh yeah, that sounds much better. Gotta find the right bass sound for this thing. Yeah, so I was asking the question too, while we were dealing with those difficulties. If anybody has ran across the Auto-Tune 2026, let me know how that sounds in the comments. Curious. some more presets down here. Let's see. Got some synth bass. Yeah, we really didn't need that extra note. Let's take that out. Cool. All right, got that part done. Let's see here. Yeah, we ain't gonna layer that bass. Probably not needed to. We do need some strings in here. It's probably not the best use of strings. Let's pull up the Yam DXM. Sounds so much better not with that background noise. I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all saw a little bit of my frustration, man. That shit was driving me the fuck. Fill this up with some arteria. I would use some reason sounds, but some of their bills is a little bit too screechy for some of this stuff right here. Record that. Let's see here. Knowing my luck tonight, we probably didn't. We sure in the fuck didn't. Son of a... some strings. Some strings to that. This plugin right here was on sale for like $20 on Plugin Boutique. It may still be on sale, just a FYI. Need something with a little bit more staccato, a little bit more release. Know what I'm gonna do? We're just gonna add another string as a layer. Let's see. Let me see if I can add a sax in here, and I'm pushing it, really pushing it, to be honest with you. I don't know if it's gonna work, but let's see here. All right, cool. Had to mute my mic. It was picking up that damn keyboard. Yeah, let's add a guitar in here. And I'm gonna call this one a day. And I'm gonna save it, come back to it, and sequence it out. Kind of want to get along with the get along. I had some technical difficulties in this son of my. I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna add an acoustic in here. I haven't done that. Now I do want to play with some. SSL just released a plugin where you can mimic microphone pickups. I kind of want to play with that, but I gotta turn off the mics though. There we go. But it won't let me. Let's do the pickups and turn off the mic here. All right. Turn that off and we turn it off. All right, there we go. So that is the acoustic pickup. Now, let's go ahead and get this new plugin here. And this plugin is real cool. I kind of played with it yesterday. Nice, nice. But what it does is it takes like this. We're gonna pretend that this is a electric acoustic, and it's a DI input. And you can take this plugin here from SSL, and you can make it mimic it as a mic source. So you got a condenser mic here and a condenser mic there, and they're kind of pointed at the pickups of the guitar and everything like that. So that's basically what this is mimicking. And if we were to turn it off, pretty goddamn cool. You could choose between conditioners, dynamic, and ribbons. Ribbon sounds the best, to be honest with you. And you can even add some compression to here. But it has a disclaimer. This probably works well with actual sources. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't sound as realistic as the ones this instrument has built into it. So we're going to just use what the instrument got. Sorry. My bad. Didn't mean to be a bother. So let's just turn those on real quick. Let's activate it first. These are overheads, so you can get a blend of the direct and the overheads. Just turn it off. Yes, I do. Lifeline came in. This is where we I think I do got a pad in there. It's actually a string, but let me add another pad in there just to kind of gloss it over a little bit. What would be? That's a good one. A nice pad sound. What's a beautiful pad sound out there? looking. That's I don't want this thing to fucking kill my goddamn there we go. Yeah. One thing the Falcon does, it got some pad sounds in here. Shit. Paying off on this motherfucker. Might as well use it. God damn it. Alright. Let's see here. Let's go with the Falcon Suite and got some pads here. Turn that shit down. That's loud. I ain't even activate my chat. Oh, I'm sorry, Don Comas. I didn't even see the comment. You said the bass is out of tune. You may be right because on the live stream I tried to do about an hour or two ago or whatnot, I was running some technical difficulties, so I just plugged it in, to be honest with you. Let me you got there going right, boy. You got some good ears, man, on that YouTube audio. You motherfucking right. It is out of tune on that fourth beat. Yep, you sure is right, man. It was down one step, man. God doggone, boy, you deserve the music theory of the year, man, for sure. I'm just fucking with you if you heard that, man. Man, he got some good ears, boy. Cause I've been jamming it. Yeah, he said it needs to come down. I actually don't have my borders on. Let me put that on. Yeah, he said it needs to come down about 2 steps. But it was actually maybe the ones before it right here. Yep, and these two right here, they need to come down 1 step. God damn, boy. Man, shout out to you, my boy Don Comas. For sure, man. Boy, you got some good ears, man. Good God Almighty, man. That's awesome right there, bro. Man, if I had an award, I would give it to you right now, man. But no, I appreciate that, man. Cause I sure wasn't hearing that. I was too much worried about this damn static, and it probably was the static noise. I really couldn't hear those upper harmonics of that note right there. But yeah, man, I appreciate you for saying that and pointing that out for sure, man. Just double checking. I ain't mad at it at all. Let's go ahead and add that pad in there. Lifeline came in too. I appreciate y'all looking out for your boy, man. I ain't gonna even lie to you, man, because I was heated. Man. Goddamn technical difficulties, bro. It's killing me, man. It's killing me, bro. Killing me. Alright. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna try to plug in the soul drummer situation. I'm gonna do something a little different. I will put out addictive drummer, but I don't feel like being difficult. Addictive drummer takes a different type of dealing with and everything like that. So I'm gonna use soul drums here. Kind of like on a looking for like a let's see here. See what we can get out of here. Let's go with more of a let's go with more of acoustic process here. My bad, Mike. So if you use Reason, and if you don't use it, I highly recommend on drum tracks, create a new note lane on drum tracks when you're creating drum tracks in Reason for your MIDI arrangements and stuff like that. Because what happens is when you're arranging it out, you can mute out or delete your MIDI note clips. and it'll help you, saying, have more control over your MIDI arrangement and stuff like that. It doesn't give you the audio out per se for as your performance is concerned, but let's say for instance you were stemming out, however you do it, you can go ahead and mute those MIDI clips, and then you'll have that one performance like I'm about to do here, or you can just go down, so forth and so on. So the note lanes for each instrument is handy when you want to have more than one part playing at the same time on the same instrument. All right, trying to find that cymbal I had. That clicking of the noise, that's the 128 buffer that I got going on and live streaming. It'll do that, but it's straight though. All right, just wanted to point that out there. I'm going to go ahead and redo that one more time. Cool. Let's see here. Why do I feel like I got something missing? Something's not playing. That will be the sample. Oh, the sample's not playing. All right, cool. And we're gonna check this in mono. Make sure nothing's sticking out. Let's see how we fared in Automano. All right, cool. That one is basically done. I don't need to add anything else in here. I would track this out, but I'm gonna go ahead and save this. I kind of want to get into something else before we get too late and everything like that. We're just gonna call this one before I do that, I hear something in the drums. Alright, cool. I'm done with that one. I'm gonna move on to something else. Appreciate y'all help, man, for sure, man. I ain't knocking it at all. I'm gonna call that fall flower. Yeah, let's call it that right there. I'm gonna go ahead and save any song containing samples, and let's go ahead and save that as fall flower. Yes, sir. And make sure we save it in the right goddamn on the right hard drive here. No, you motherfucking lying, bruh. Come on, Doc. damn hard drives is not loading up. What's that? You gotta be fucking kidding me, man. Some hard drives are being a butthole since the last time I had to do all this trickery here. It doesn't want to fucking load up. Son of a bitch. Yeah, let's just go ahead and save the file. Cause I'm getting hot. God damn it. Oh my goodness. Ah. Alright, so we're gonna save it in a location. Go ahead and get out of here real quick and see what's up with the my damn disk and why they're not doing what they're supposed to do. And they're DOA. And if I delete this, y'all give me 1 second. Let me redo this thing real quick. We on a little intermission break anyway. Hold on 1 second. All right, cool. Should be able to hear me now. All right, let me see if these damn hard drives loaded up, and they still being an asshole. Bruh. What a night, man. They ain't hot, so that means they not on, or they just not reading and everything like that. I don't know. This computer just needs to be restarted. That's all it is. Yeah. All right. So the hard drives, they're. Oh my god. Y'all give me 1 more second, because that's another thing here. The sample rate has to be changed. That's what that is right there too. And while I'm at it, I should change the. No, I'm not gonna do it. Fuck it. All right. Let's switch up a little shim here. Let's do something. Let's play around with some more Turia synths. Let's get a random sound. There we go. Bitch. turn it down. It's a little bit on the thick side. My fucking hard drive still ain't the man. I'm pissed, man. God damn, bro. Man. The instruments I want to use, the libraries are on the fucking hard drive, and for some reason, the Mac, I don't know what this problem is. It don't want to read the hard drive, man. God damn, bro. Fucking pissing me off, man. And I just got a Mac, so I'm not privy, but I don't know how to do it but to restart this damn computer so it can read correctly. I'm not gonna even worry about it. Oh, shit. Yeah. Let's do this. Yeah, because my brain is fried right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and go to this AI journey. Or actually, you know what? Let's do Sloopy. Let's do Sloopy. Let's make sure we got audio passing through here. No, we don't. So let's do this real quick. It's all good. We're gonna get this to work one way or the other. I'm gonna find you. Gonna itchy one way or the other. Let's go ahead and see if this will work right here. Okay, I think you guys can hear that. Okay, cool. Think you guys can hear it. I'm just gonna go find the drum loop here. If this thing if it wanna act right, yeah. If you wanna act right. And so, I'm in Sloopy, and pretty good little situation here. Just trying to make sure we find what we want. I actually like that. It's what they call a top loop, so it doesn't have the kick and a snare. Why is finding that shit? It's like some Manny Fresh type shit. I was trying to switch up the vibe. What are you going to do with AI? The title was from earlier when I was having some difficulties, so I came back and said, "Hey, audio is fixed." But I can show you though, because I'm really not finding what I want in Sloopy, to be honest with you. So what I'm doing in AI is I'm using a site called like Suno or like Udio, but this one is called SoundRaw. Okay, soundraw.io. All right. And this is a generative music type of site, but it works a little bit differently. All right, so this is the site right here. I had to log in, so you know, anything like that. So all right. But so what I use this site for is basically um getting sounds that's generated but not with a prompt, if that makes any sense. So the way this website works is you choose you choose tags, if that makes any sense, and whatever tag that you use is going to try to generate it according to that tag. So that gives you the ability to come up with, I guess, more music and stuff like that. Now I'm gonna be honest with you, you do it's a hit and a miss with anything. And my internet is tripping, so I'm not exactly sure if my audio is working or not. But I got some weird shit going on. Tonight, this motherfucking live stream decided to be an ass white. But um, yeah. So back to what I was saying, it uses tags and not really prompts, so you can get more, I guess, data collected and creating the sounds and everything. But it's a hit and a miss as far as like what the what it's gonna create. So you may have some good drums, you may have some bad synths, you may have some. Um, you can't hear me? Yo yo yo! Oh my god! Okay, you should be able to hear me now, and I got this. I'm sorry, y'all. I apologize. I'm kind of frustrated, to be honest with you. I don't like my live streams fucking up, to be honest with you. So I apologize for that. Um, Let me reset the damn sample. All right, that should do it. You should be able to hear me now. My bad. I'm so sorry. This. I'm sorry, y'all. I swear to you, I can't make this shit up. Like every time I have a mental freeness to do what I want to do, I always run into technical difficulties when it comes to live streaming. And I can triple check this shit before I go and hit the damn live button. And I'll have, well, not as of lately, but tonight I just don't know. Maybe it just wasn't meant for me to be on the internet tonight or whatever the case may be. But to answer your question, Luan, and I hope I'm saying your name right, Luan, Navaret or whatnot. So what I was saying, and when I had like the iPhone mic up and everything like that, hopefully you can hear me. But I'm using soundraw.io, and what you normally do with this is that you can you use, it's tag based, it's not prompt based like Udio or Suno. Oh, okay, yeah, I got one of my homeboys watching and stuff like that. Um, yeah, it was stuck on my my iPhone mic. I'm still learning this whole Mac shit. I just recently switched from PC to Mac, so I'm still learning this new operating system. But yeah, back to soundraw.io. So it's tag based. So basically, you choose like your genre, mood, theme, the time length, tempo, and also instruments as well. So let's say, for instance, we're gonna take all these genres off right here. All right, and we just want to look for it based on, let's say, for instance. All right, I apologize. I'm gonna go ahead and end my live stream before I lose my character here. I'm yeah. I'm uninstalling that shit off my goddamn computer. All right. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. This omnibus from Audio Movers. It just kind of like switched over and it's playing mind games with my audio interface and my previous setup and stuff like that. I apologize for that, but I'm gonna explain this AI thing. I kind of want to do something else, but this shit is embarrassing. Like, I don't want this video on my channel. It's quality control, whatnot. But like I was saying before this damn interface and omnibus started talking to each other behind the operating system. Again, it's tag based, so you could choose it by instrument, tempo, length, theme. So let's say, for instance, you have a TikTok video and it's on gaming. You could choose gaming, and then you want like a hip hop beat. You could choose like hip hop for genre, and then you generate it. And what'll happen is it will now give you some music based around hip hop and gaming. I don't know how this is gonna sound. Let's see how the first one sounds. All right, so I hope you were able to hear that. I'm not exactly sure, but oh, okay, all right. My boy looks like, man, you good, man. No, but so you kind of heard that one right there. So that one just kind of like it just, you could probably use that in something like I don't know, Mortal Kombat, some type of martial arts type of game. I don't know what this one may be. Let's see. I like how that one come on, to be honest with you. All right, so you can kind of get a feel for it. Damn, I don't know what kind of hip hop game that would be, but that's a nice one right there. But what you can do is, let's say, for instance, you wanted to, on this section right here, you wanted to take out the bass. So you get two different reiterations of the bass, and all you have to do is just click on this button here. So the light blue is going to be something like what it is in the beginning. It's going to switch up right here, and then they clicked it off. And then the triangles are feels, but they're actually kind of like transitional type of sounds and feels and stuff like that. And then you have this extreme right here, and the mixer is basically kind of like, I can make this like a quiet section, and you can see the waveform change. Mid is going to be more of kind of like a verse. Intense is going to be kind of like a build up. And then extreme will be, you know, everything generated together, which is kind of like a hook, or, you know what I'm saying, or a chorus, or whatever you want to call it, or whatnot. And what else? Of course, you can add on to the length right here, plus and minus. The BPM, you can switch it from 3 different BPMs. You can't change the BPM variable. It's fixed, so it gives you 3 different ones: 155, 65, and 175. And then you can choose what instruments you want in there. You have to reapply it, and then you can choose different keys, and then the volume. So let's say, for instance, on this one, let's say I didn't like that bass, so I just go and turn the bass down. Let's go back to the hook. Okay. And let's say, for instance, I wanted to add my own bass in there. I can. Let's take it even a step further. I want to add my own drums. I just turn that down. Now I will have just the melody in the backing track. And that's something that you can kind of like, you know what I'm saying, you can use, and you can use what I want to say, you can use this as a kind of like a loop, you know what I'm saying. So of course you probably would reduce the length, and let's say, for instance, you wanted to have something like this right here, where it's a intro, mid, extreme, and so mid, extreme, mid, outro. So let's see how it adjusts this now. In another way, I'm sorry, you can also just, if you don't want the drums, just click them out, and then you can bring the volume back up. But of course, nothing's gonna be there, and we can put the drums back in. All right, and let's say you want to build up the drums coming in. And then you want the drums to drop right here. The drums drop. And I mean, you just basically creating something now. The way they kind of market Sound Raw, I've seen a couple of YouTube commercials and everything. They market this to the artists. Sorry, I don't have my camera on me, but they market this to artists that I hate to say this, and I'm about to kick myself in my ass when I say this, but if you can't afford a producer, or you don't know a producer, this is where the AI aspect of music production come into play at. And I know this is very what's the word I'm looking for, contradiction, a contradictory thing that I'm doing right here, for us, you know, creating stuff with AI, and I already know how to make beats. but I use it in a different workflow method. You, the artist, may come in here and just what I did, you know what I'm saying, block in and fill in some shit, and you got your whole beat and everything like that. You can download the MP3 WAV file if you're paying for the subscription. If you're paying for the artist plan, you get the stems, okay? And the stems is going to be melody, backing, bass, drums, and fills, right? I have just the regular plan, and you just get the whole deal. So that's why I was showing you. You could take the volume down, or you could take out the blocks. You know what I'm saying? Whatever works for you. I normally turn the volume down because I like some of the stuff in there, and everything like that. Now, let's say for instance, you my eyes is going all over the place. Say for instance you like that track right here. You can go ahead, save it to your favorites, come back to it later, or you can go ahead and download it, or you could generate something similar to what you have here. So it's just like in Splice, when you find a loop, you want similar sounds. Same thing works in here. If we like this track right here, we'll go ahead, hit these 2 circles, and it'll generate something similar to that. Let's see what else it has. I don't know what kind of Sega Genesis shit that is, but I'm just joking. So, you know what I'm saying? It's really not bad. See, we got a different vibe right here. I ain't gonna lie to you, the bass sounds, they trash. Take out the drums. So when I use it this way. I take out the bass and the drums, and I just keep the melody and the backing. And sometimes I keep the fills, sometimes I don't, or whatever the case may be. And what I would do next is just go ahead, download the wave, put it in there. So let's play the next one. Yeah, So I like what we did here. I'm gonna save this one as a wave file. Okay, you can see wave and stems is locked because I don't have that plan. We're gonna call that the Indian call. No offense to anybody listening. But we're gonna call it the Indian call. And what I'm gonna do now is let me make sure that went to the right spot. Yep, okay. What we're gonna do now is create similar sound to that. All right. So we just generate similar, and now it gives us 5 or 6 different similar sounds to what we had the last time. So it's more chord bass. That's generic. And I want you to see if you can hear a commonality. Because I hear it. I just picked up on it. I'm going to play the third one just to make sure I'm right. Oh, it didn't do it this time. It was playing the same chord structure on the first 2. So the 808 is playing the same chord or note. Crazy. So the same chords, you see what I'm saying? So that's basically what it's doing, is generating the same chord structure. It's different, but it's not different. You can kind of hear it in the instruments and everything like that. All right, now what we're gonna do is just kind of switch this up. And what we're gonna do is just, I normally come in here and I just do genre and mood. So I found a lot of success with trap. Excuse me. Ooh, I'm not sleepy. That's just a yawn. Trap, R&B, And sometimes I'll mix in funk, and I'll hit. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get where is that? Damn, it blocked it out. I normally put smooth as a mood, and sometimes I do sad, and sometimes I don't. But I do smooth and laid back a lot. All right, let's go ahead and generate that. See that bass? Oh my God. Take that shit out. And now, you know, you have a loop, you know what I'm saying? And you just use that. Stuff like that. That's pretty cool. I'm looking for something specific. That's why I keep playing some stuff. I'm gonna favorite that one. So you see how I'm favoring it? I can rename it to something that I can remember, and you just save it. So you'll have it when you want to kind of go back to it and everything. But I'm looking for something specific out of this. Whoa. See, they be fucking it up with the bass line. So I ain't gonna lie to you. I will give this website a very, very good job at melodies and backing tracks, or backing melodies or whatever the case may be. It does a really, really great job. It does get a little redundant once you start generating the same thing, but that's why you have to kind of change it up a little bit. And we got R&B, so that's why it has an R&B flavor to it. And I'm playing that in Reason. See, that whole motherfucker go right there. I told you it's very, very seldom. That's why you gotta go through each one of them when it generates it. So the main driver on this one is the backing. Let's see here. Can you create a melody, Agnes? Melody. Melody. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read your comment. Can you create a melody? Yeah. Yeah. You can. Can you create a melody and add to it? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Should be able to. I was actually looking at this part right here. That little bit right there. So that's the instrument out of Reason. I'm gonna use that. So I'm gonna call that 3 in the morning, even though it's like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh, my bad, bro. My bad. Let's call it 3 a.m. R&B. Tempo is 75. Save that to our folder there. Alrighty, let's go ahead and change our tempo here. for some reason this damn okay. What is going on? Bro, what the? So I don't have reason is tripping to, man, my whole computer is acting a damn fool. Yeah, let me reopen this thing real quick. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, I just should have went. Oh my god. Let me change the buffer one more time, y'all. Oh. Okay, cool. Yeah, I should have left this alone. My shit when I want to be trying to start trying to play with stuff and everything like that and be messing up everything. All right, so we're gonna put this on 75 here, and I'm gonna go to the browser. We should be able to drag this in. Let me go ahead and create a new folder, or should I say not a new folder? Let's create a new shortcut. Oh crap. Oh yeah, it's not reading my drums. All right, here we go. I'm gonna go to music. That's where I have it. AI samples, and we call it 3 in the morning. And all we gotta do is just drag it and drop it in Reason. And you hit a preview. Let's go ahead and stop that. And we see here that it's pretty long, but we want that first 4 bars. And we can build off of that. I really shit. Let's go and get the same instrument I had. I don't even know what patch I had. Shit. Let's see what kind of bass sounds I can get out of here. I like that, but it's moving around too much for me. Want to bring that filter down just a little bit. Bring the resonance up a little bit. Let's go ahead and record that. I hope y'all can hear this. Cause my setup is doing the food tonight. Alright, and let's go and get some drums. Turn the metronome off. Alrighty. I may have to use some Reason stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use some refills because my hard drives, I had to restart the computer in order for it to read. So I apologize for that, y'all. Let's go to Morphine 8. I got some real good stuff in here. These are DNA Sound Labs, hip hop specific Reason refills. They got some good stuff, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, they got some good shit. Bruh, I got a lot of work to do yesterday on figuring this shit out. Everything is a fool. Okay, yeah, it's in the same spot. All right. Do that real quick, and let's create another note line. Should have a basis here. Said guitar, right? Gotcha. Just looking over. I was playing around with the mini brute earlier today, and I was like, yeah, that thing bad right there. Let me see if I can get. I think I know how this one goes. All right, let's redo that one right there. I wish Reason would stop doing that. When you go to the sequence, it automatically opens up the clip. If anybody know how to disable that, like when you go to the rack, yeah, when you go to the when you go and close out the sequencer, you here at the rack and you open up the sequencer. If you already have like a clip on here, it automatically opens up. If you know it. If you know a way to like stop that, just let me know. Appreciate you. Got some fire emoji. Alright, I think we got our mood. Now this is where we're going to get a little bit creative. Now I'm gonna go to Sloopy because my brain is fried at this moment. I'm gonna grab a top loop. So what I'm gonna do here is put it on the exact BPM. Let's go to 75 and we're gonna see if it's gonna generate any top loops or percussion loops. And I'll add it to here. Let's see here. That would be nice right there. Let's try it out. I think that's the one right there. Let me go ahead and put that in the favorites. Matter of fact, let me just go ahead and download that right now. JLBN. Gotta remember that. All right. Most of this is gonna be boom bap stuff. That's some good stuff for the sample track. Be honest with you. All right, let's stay focused. All right, so we have this one right here. Now I don't know if you could drag and drop in here, so let me find out. Let me see if you could do this. Oh, it says copy to your door. Oh, hell yeah. Look at here. Oh, that is awesome. I didn't know so Sloopy, as if you're on Mac, I can't speak for Windows. I'm glad I can say that. But if you're on Mac, this is a desktop app. I'm not on the browser. So this is a desktop app. You download what you want, and then right over your download icon, you just drag it into your DAW. This works for Reason. I'm quite sure it works flawlessly with Ableton as well. Any other DAW, I can't really say for sure, but it actually does work on the PC side, because I have the app on the PC side, and I have been able to drag in Ableton and Reason. So those are the two DAWs I know for sure. But all we did was drag and drop into Reason, and now we have that top loop. Let's see how that sounds in the mix. Let's play it with the drums. Oops. Let's go back to the mixer. Gotta blend these two together. Gonna pan that loop a little bit to the left. And let's go ahead and copy it out. Now the true test is, now that we have audio in here, I haven't really done this a lot, but let me speed this up, and I want to see if the audio clips will speed up with the tempo like it does, you know, like it should. Let's put it on 77. Yep, it sure does. Awesome. That's awesome. Cool, man. All right, cool. Let's get Sample Tank, and let's pull up a guitar. All right, got a lick in my head a little bit. We need something electric based. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. Yeah, get rid of that. Yeah, Sample Tank, they guitar amps simulation is trash, to be honest. And I don't kind of know where I'm gonna go. Let's see here. This is matching the mood. Mateos Asato. That dude can play the hell out of a guitar. Go ahead and See if we can pick out of these diagram presets here. I'm gonna get that one, and I'm gonna do something a little differently. Let's go. Let's pull up another instrument here. Let's go. Trying to look here. Where you at, buddy? Oh, there we go. All right. We're gonna go ahead and let's see here. I'm gonna go and I think it's in this one. It's either this one or the Jazzistic. Yeah, I think it's this one right here. So that's kind of like a semi-hollow body guitar. There we go. Like that. Let's do that one more time. Try playing the tempo. this one we need to, we're gonna go ahead and compress this, and I'm going to add a compressor inside of here. This is the UBI Falcon, and it's pretty goddamn good. It's got everything you need inside of here, so you really don't have to do too much outside of it. Pretty good, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Pretty goddamn good. Interesting. Very warm sounding. I like that. And I kind of want to put a reverb on here, so let's do that. Something real, very light. I don't want nothing that difficult. Nah. Let's go with let's go with this one then. Need 808 in there later on. All right, and let's do this with this sequencer right here. All right, and alright, and have to go with sub loud because I don't have my little rumpler situation hooked up. Let's go here and Guy, that dude got me checking my bases now. Oh, got like a kick sound in here. So I'm gonna take out a little bit of that low end rumble for the 808. Not really getting too much of what I want out of that guitar. Turn it up a little bit. Let's change the amp here. Got it. Let's add a little bit of sweetness to it. Oh man. Gotta make it cry somehow, some way. And I ain't feeling this reverb. There she is. One more time. One more time. It's almost there. God damn it. That's that one right there. One more time, yo. Hey. That's it right there. Oh, I know what's going on. Yeah, we're using up too much RAM. Let's bump that buffer size up a little bit. We RAM eating. Bump it up a little bit. Be okay with 256. There it is. All right. Now, just as I thought, we're gonna use the new effect from Reason, the what they call that shit, the osmium, And let's get like a funky, nasty ass wave folder. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, let's go with overdrive. Go ahead and EQ some of that shit out. Giving me exactly what I'm looking for, but let me see if I can find it in here. It's gotta be here. I'm gonna keep that. I may have to go up in the upper register. I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna come with another instrument that I know for sure will give me what I want. Where you at, buddy? Where you at, Woody? Where you at, Woody? Let's do something different. Let's go with the good old Roland. That may be it right there. That's crazy. That sound is lingering on. Okay, and last but not least, I'm gonna do a little MIDI trickery here. All right, let's go ahead and take this top and get rid of that right there. Alrighty, same thing on this one here. And we should be able to. And let's go ahead. And mute this one. Alright, and let's go ahead and duplicate that right here. Just gonna do it one time just to see what happens here. So Yeah, let's bring these two in there. I know what I'm looking for. My brain ain't just working right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm tired as hell. But I think that's it though. Just need some delays, but I'm gonna add that while it's mixing. And I'm trying to come up with like a little break right here. Let's run that back right here. Yeah, I do. Replace it with the snare clap. You talking about in the you talking about in that little bridge part right there? I don't know if you can still. I think I know what you're talking about that. Gotcha. Let me see here. I see what you're saying now. Yeah. I see what you're saying. I got you. I know exactly what you're talking about. I do have it, but my drum folder is on that hard drive that's not reading. Let me see if I can grab some out of the red drum folder. Let me clear the filter here. God dang it. Finger snaps. Let me go back to that R&B drummer. I think it has some in there. I think it does. Let's see here. Beats. There you go. All right, let's see if it has what I'm looking for. See here. This thing better have some finger snap. What I'm gonna do on this one, I'm gonna do something a little different. Let's go ahead and let's duplicate this track and everything on this one. Let's go ahead and change the color. What the hell I'm looking at? All right, and let's go ahead and where you at? All right, here we go. So just playing with the filters, kind of changed it from I think I'm done with this one. I don't think I can add anything else in there. Okay, cool. All right, bet. I'm glad it did. I kind of figured it was and stuff like that. But we're gonna fix that guitar. It's a little bit too rich. And that's in the guitar. Get something here. Let's just get like a Neve here. For sure. I think I know what's missing too. Yeah, let's I'm gonna put like a compressor on there because just to tame it just a little bit, and I'm out. Yeah, I'm out after this one. What compressor we want to use? Shit. Yeah, let's do this right here. We're gonna add this one right here. Something simple, but it gives me what I want in two forms. Let's run that after the amp. right, cool, man. We out of here, bro. Yeah. Sorry for all the technical difficulties tonight, man. I ain't gonna even lie to you. It all started with this thing right here. Where you at, buddy? Yeah, that Thunderbolt cable right there just threw my whole night off and stuff like that. So I apologize on that. Yeah. I may live stream tomorrow. I'm doing all these live streams. I'm gonna start just live streaming because I just don't have time to sit down and record a video. Like today was the first time I recorded video in quite some time and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be doing a lot more live streams, just making beats, cause you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of people talking about mixing, and you can only talk about mixing so much longer and stuff like that, but you can always get a kick out of you know, music production and stuff like that. So it may not be tomorrow, but it probably be Sunday for sure. Yeah, because tomorrow I got a lot on my plate. But we'll probably get back on here on Sunday and redeem ourselves. And I'm gonna remove Omnibus off of here. It's cool, it's nice, it works really well, but it's doing some weird things that I don't like. So I'm gonna keep my old setup and you know, work it like that, man. Shout out to you, Los, man, and everybody else that was watching me act the goddamn fool. Don Commas. Don Commas. Let's see here. Luan Navarrete. Appreciate y'all tuning in and stuff like that. I'm gonna work on something where I give out something free. Of course, I don't have plug-in vouchers and affiliate links and stuff like that. So yeah, I think I got an idea. Yeah, we're gonna do that. But yeah, I appreciate y'all tuning in. And yeah, I think the next time I come on live, I gotta pull up this old PC and get some beats off of there, and stuff like that. And so we may fuck around with that for sure. I'm trying to think what else. That's it, man. Besides my technical difficulties tonight, yeah. What they say, if it ain't broke, don't motherfucking fix it. And look at me trying to fix shit. So appreciate y'all tuning in. Los, as always, my boy. Appreciate ya. That was a nice track right there. Make sure you guys also check out soundraw.io. Really good AI program, generator, or whatever you want to call it, just to kind of get some loops, get something fire started and stuff like that for sure. Oh, I'm gonna get out of here, man, because I'm tired, man. I've been up since yesterday morning at about 5 o'clock. Yeah, so I'm tired and I gotta be up in the morning. So appreciate y'all. I'm gonna take a look at this one more time just to make sure we Gucci. And we out of here, man. Y'all stay creative out there, man. If I don't catch you on this go round and stuff like that, stay creative, do something creative. Take the weekend, you know what I'm saying, do some beat stuff. A lot of shit on sale right now as far as software is concerned. So if you need something, this is the perfect time to go ahead and get you a plug-in, a virtual instrument, hell, even a DAW if you need it. Upgrade your equipment because everything is on sale, man. Get it right now, as you can get it. If not, you know, I could tell you a way, but I'll be wrong for that. All right, man. Y'all be easy, bro. I'm out, man. Whew. It's in mono. And I may make this a verse right here, and then we go back right here. And the song concept, I got it right here. So you messing with a girl, you know of a girl, she's sweet, everything going good, y'all having the time of y'all life. Let's see here. And then as time progressed, she kind of getting a little crazy. She's showing her true colors. And you really didn't see that in the beginning when you was hollering at her. And then now, she just a crazy ass bitch. You feel me? Let me get out of here, man. I'm fucking around with y'all too late, man. I'm out, man. Peace.